It was your line through all the course. You kept saying something, if you don't have this equipment, if you don't have this program or whatever, just imagine it for now. And we were like, okay, what is that supposed to mean? But then we understood that it's just like you first create a thought and then you kind of keep moving.
So my thought with imagine for now is, imagine you've got the chorus.
Yeah.
Focus on the fun bits, focus on getting it right, focus on the bits that you do have.
Exactly.
You focus on those intelligent or the bits that make you feel good, and then something happens and maybe a mistake or someone says something.
A mistake, like a jam on the stairs, was it planned? It was kind of a mistake, if to see it from perspective of everything should be in the right place or whatever. So this mistake led to the song itself.
Hey everyone, I'm Andy Barlow and welcome to this video. This is Elena.
Yes, my name is Elena and my stage name as an artist is Lina Mitsuki, and we're going to be speaking about
a track that we recorded last March.
Imagine for Now.
Imagine for Now. Elena was one of my students in the last Inflow retreat that happened here in Goa in March. And it was an amazing 4 days. We had 5 people, which was fine for this small setup here. This is my home studio in Goa.
It was a music production course, and I always wanted to kind of get deeper in Ableton because I start to produce my own tracks. I'm a singer and I play piano, but this was a good opportunity to learn something from you, from your background, all your professionalism and working with great artists. So what I loved the most was the atmosphere of light and like playfulness, but also professionalism.
What we're trying to teach in Inflow retreats is how that when we get out of the way as individuals, when Elena gets out of the way, when Andy gets out of the way, and we become conduits for something to come through us. For me, as an artist, that's when all the juiciest ideas come. Things that you can't really place where they come from.
I think it's just about a state of being open to the moment when, your creativity is always there. But when you're open and it's a good atmosphere, like you trust the moment, the process, you open up and something great comes. You don't analyze in the moment. You don't go for, is it good? Is it bad? Should it be a song? Would I, include it in my album or something like that? I think it's more about just being in this kind of childish position, playing, around. And then the magic happens, the imagination, it's like bursts. And then afterwards, you organize it into a song, how we did with Imagine It For Now.
So at the end of one of the days when we were discussing, I think, vocal techniques and vocal recording, and then the group left, and as we've got a stairwell outside the apartment, and it's got a great acoustic.
Yeah,
right? It's got a really beautiful reverb to it, and it's got these metal railings. And as everyone was going down the stairs, we started tapping on the railings. That's how it started.
Yeah, it was just a jam. This moment of when everything, you remember it, the workshop ended and we just were overwhelmed. Oh, it's it's dead, we are free, and we got some knowledge, and it just was the moment. And I really liked that you proposed this to become a song afterwards, because so many jams are left aside and people don't pay attention to this creative flow. And you said, oh, let's make actually a song out of it, and I'll show you guys how to make an arrangement from the scratch.
I think when you're excited about something, like we recorded it late that evening, and then for the next few hours it was just kind of going around in my head, and going, and it's like this ghost that doesn't want to be forgotten.
Oh, nice phrase.
And as you say with jams, if you miss that wave of excitement and energy, then it's hard work. But
yeah,
if you've captured it within this wave of energy,
mm-hmm.
then it becomes exciting and easy is the wrong word maybe, but along those lines to work on, because you've got this kind of momentum with it. So I quickly called up the group and was just like, okay, in a couple of days, let's get back together, have a look at this song. Does everyone feel excited about it? Yes, we all felt excited about it.
Of course, we felt excited. We were like, yeah, we're going to do one more day.
Yeah.
And it was just, as you say, like we captured this flow, and then it's just a cool to catch this flow.
Agreed. Should we have a look at some of the technical sort of side of how we did it?
Okay.
So I think how this production alters or differs from a usual production is I really liked the video recording, the audio of it. It's sort of, because
like the raw moment.
The raw moment. Recorded up my phone.
It's good that you actually recorded, because no one was thinking about it.
And we wouldn't have remembered, because
we were just in this
so
state, like, humming something, singing something.
It's brilliant to have, everyone has their phone on them, they can record ideas as they come up. So recorded it, and then thought, okay, how are we going to bring the energy of this recording in? Obviously, it's just a phone recording. So what I did is I went over to, I got the recording, and I warped it in Ableton, so it made it all completely in time to a grid. And then if you solo that now. Yeah, that's the raw sample from the stairwell.
From the stairs, yeah.
So there's nothing else to it. And then the first thing that I was going like, it needs some drive. It needs some.
Actually, we had some percussion over there. As idea of percussion, you remember at the stairs?
There's some percussion on the stairs.
Yeah.
But I just thought if we had a strong beat behind it, it would kind of give it a real kick.
That made a difference. Yeah.
So pretty much the first thing that I remember doing is adding the punchy sort of modern drum. So it's really good. As a producer, and as a kind of, you need more control than just a raw recording like that.
Of course, yeah.
So then I said, let's these.
It was like a bass line.
It was a bit like a bass line, but with a vocal. So I said, okay, everyone, let's just re-record this part. So it's...
Actually, you were singing it also.
I think it's me. Maybe just me. And it's got this tremolator effect on it, that in and out.
Yeah.
That gives it a bit of rhythm as well.
Yeah, dynamics.
And then the bass line is super simple. It's not really doing anything. It's just kind of filling in the bottom.
Yeah.
And I just really like how much space there is between the phrasing. We're not sort of filling it with lots of stuff.
Yeah.
And then that gives way for the lead vocal, because then there's lots more space for the vocal to occupy that place.
Also, it's the intro part, right?
Exactly, yes. And then, so when the vocal comes
airy.
in...
I remember you wanted to keep the melody exactly as it was on the stairs. You said, no, I was inventing something different. You said, no, can you please sing the exact melody? And I thought, okay. So you remember I had to make the lyrics for it. And it was, I think it's a good idea to make, that we made this melody, because it's quite catchy.
I think so, and it means that we can also use the recorded version under it to give it sort of weight and a bit of space and depth. So if we're listening to the vocals together now. And then another good friend of ours, Craig, he was also on the course, and he's an MC. And then we said, it makes sense, you're an MC, do you want to do the second verse? He did 3 takes, all of them completely different from each other. Remarkable, really, just like busking with that moment. So, and his verse is in the second verse position here.
We imagine for now, right here in the moment. Yes, you understand, you already chose it. We're watering the seeds that we're ever growing. Yes, you know we're live and direct, ever flowing. Because it's not about where you're going or where you even were. Cause we're live and direct and it's big things occur. Cause we're imagining for now, we're where we want to be.
And actually he did full freestyle. He said, I don't like, studios, I don't really record. His superpower is that he freestyles like a god. And then he did this part. Actually, I was a little bit late. And then I came and you guys already did this part. And you said, surprise, Craig is in the song as well. He's going to be MC.
All around, you're live and direct. Now just imagine the sound. Imagine for now, imagine for now, imagine for now, imagine for now.
Also, he kind of underlines the idea of the song as well, the sense of the song, like we're live and direct, what the song is particularly about, that like we leave the past behind and, we're in the moment and then we just imagine what we want to create.
What I'd like to do is kind of have this experience back in the UK and bring these ideas and thoughts and ways of being creative to help musicians, creators, singers, and even people just curious about making music. I think there's quite a healing power in witnessing and being part of creativity.
Definitely.
And when we were working as a group, can you remember the group dynamic? Like if one of us wasn't into how it was directed,
it was something different. It really matters who is in the group, what people, what creatures, and then you gave us this space to actually express our creativity, because it's very important. I will repeat it, to have this space to express, because it can be the right group of people, but if there is no space to reflect and express, it will not happen. So you are a great space holder, and thank you for this, for your professionalism, and that you give the space for creativity to be expressed.
Oh, bless you, thanks.